So you have that on one side. On the other hand, you have the youthful uprising, where we are saying this is the moment for the youth to take charge of their country. This is the moment for the youth to even go for the electoral positions and participate actively in this discourse, dismissing the legacy politicians and ushering in a new birth for the country. When you look at the violence that is being perpetrated, the high cost of campaigning, it calls for a chest of funds that the youth do not have. And therefore, this may lead to a limitation of participation by qualified young people who can assume positions, but the virtue of the requirement, you're not able to mobilize goons and resources, you're not able to position yourself as an aspirant or a candidate. How do you bridge the gap as the youthful young people who want to give birth to new leadership, to new values, to upholding the rule of law? In existence of these circumstances, how do you give birth to the newness?
Civic education. We need a lot of civic education in this country. And a precedent was set by the Gen Z. You see the way the demonstrations in 2024 were mobilized. They were leaderless, they were tribeless, they were partyless. It was the first time in this country that we had months of demonstrations with no political leadership, with no center of power. But people woke up every day. Everyone was doing something small in their own spaces. A TikTok video, a graphic design, something. Everyone was doing something. And Kenyans took it upon themselves to educate the masses. People would interpret those small things even to vernacular language. So I think we've been told, we've been programmed, the millennials, the boomers, that, tunachagua serikali itatuongoza. Once we do that, we sort of tilt to our personal lives. And essentially, we don't have government right now. Government has failed the mandate of what a government is supposed to be. So for me, it is calling upon every single Kenyan to step into the space of doing small things in your society to bring change. And the biggest of them all is civic education. Look at it like this.
Right.
The Constitution has given people money to go to the streets. Just if you're unhappy, it's the people shall, Violence is not allowed. So if people get out and speak against an ill in society, that is protected in the Constitution. So when you see, and I'm sorry to say, I see democracy is actually a fallacy in Africa. Because how do we talk about bringing young people to democratic spaces, seeking elective positions, and what is the budget for a gubernatorial seat? Hundreds of millions. Where is that young man going to get? When you look at gubernatorial seat, look at even at the MCA seat right now, anahitaji pesa ngapi kuomba ile kiti. So democracy has been built to be that expensive, to be a reserve of a particular group of people. So it is us, the people, not to fit into that narrative. You need the money to do this. We need to be able even to vote for people just by what they believe in, not the money aspect of it. So it's a call for the entire country. It's a call for the people